It's now time for Did You Know for Thursday, July 17th, 2025. Now, the first Did You Know for the day is about the most popular breakfast stops on the way to work or school. Now, for millions of commuters, grabbing breakfast on the go is part of the daily routine. Now, according to recent consumer surveys, these are the most popular breakfast spots for Americans heading to work or school. And of course, coming at number one is Starbucks. Not surprising. Known for its coffee, but also a go to for breakfast sandwiches, egg bites, and pastries. Now, my wife is a big Starbucks person. She goes there pretty much every day, including weekends when she's not working. Instead of making coffee here at the house, she'll go to Starbucks and get a coffee there and sometimes get something for Brittany as well. But she is always there. She's like a member, whatever the Starbucks members club or rewards club is. But yes, so she'll order her coffee on the app and then go pick it up. But next one is Dunkin', which they're famous for donuts and coffee. But Dunkin' is a top pick for quick, affordable breakfast combos. Now, I don't think I've been to a Dunkin' Donuts in like forever. So I don't even know what they have when it comes to breakfast combos. So that it's not my go-to donut place, and I'll tell you here in a bit what my go-to donut place is. But next is McDonald's. The Egg McMuffin and hash browns remain classics for morning commuters. Of course, I used to love their Egg McMuffins and their hash browns, but I can no longer have any dairy, and their hash browns have milk in them, unfortunately. So, but next one is Chick-fil-A. Their chicken biscuits and hash brown bowls have gained serious morning fans. Now, we have one Chick-fil-A near us, and I don't think I've ever been to it because every time I go by it, it is like packed, and it doesn't matter what time of day it is. I don't know how this place, I mean, I know how it stays open, but I don't know how people can sit there in these long lines. I just can't do that. I'm sorry. I mean, and I don't mind Chick-fil-A either. I can't do it. But anyways, next one is Taco Bell. Yes, I did say Taco Bell. Their breakfast items, like the breakfast crunch wrap, have earned loyalty among commuters. I don't know. Again, I have not had Taco Bell's breakfast, so I wouldn't know. But I mean, if it works for people, hey, it's about eating on the go. And I guess the crunch wraps pretty much work for that. Next one is local donut shops. Now, regional favorites often compete with chains offering fresh baked goods and a personal touch. Now, like I said, Dunkin' is not my donut shop, but the one here in Columbus that I've been going to since I was a kid, that my mom used to take me to after dentist appointments to get sweets, was Rush's Bakery. And now, of course, it's still around. It's in the same location that it was all my life. They're building a new location because the one that they're at, they're always busy. I mean, when you go in there, you have to take a number and wait. And the only thing I'm going in there for, the one and only thing I'm going is their donut holes. I love their donut holes. And as long as I don't have issues with them after eating them, I will get them all the time. But anyways, next one is Panera Bread, which is popular with professionals for its healthier options like oatmeal, souffles, and avocado egg white wraps. Now, I've never had Panera's breakfast, but I have had sandwiches from there. Finally, the last one is convenience stores like 7-Eleven, Wawa, Sheetz for grab-and-go breakfast sandwiches, coffee, and protein bars. Now, usually when I go into a Sheetz, I'm either getting something to drink and a snack. I've never ordered anything from Sheetz, so I don't know exactly what it tastes like. Now, I know a buddy of mine has, and he said it wasn't bad, but I haven't ordered it for myself. But anyways, moving on. Here's a stat bite when it comes to the breakfasts on the go. Nearly 40% of workers say that they eat breakfast on the go at least once per week, with Gen Z and millennials being the most likely to combine coffee and food in a single stop. So, what's your go-to? Is there any on this list that you go to every day like my wife does with Starbucks? Or do you do something else? Do you bring your breakfast from home? Do you stop by a grocery store and get breakfast and bring it in? Let me know in the comments. But moving on, the next Did You Know is about Disneyland's opening day. Now, Disneyland opened its gates on July 17th, 1955 in Anaheim, California. Now, billed as the happiest place on earth. Of course, I don't know if it's still considered the happiest place. It probably is. But the park's opening was broadcast live on ABC and hosted by Ronald Reagan, Art Linkletter, and Bob Cummings. Now, here are some fascinating facts about that iconic day. Now, opening day tickets cost just $1. You think about that. Think about how much it costs today to get in. $1. But the ride tickets were sold separately, and apparently they were sold in ticket books. So you're not really sure how much those cost as being sold separately, but the fact to get in for $1, when's the last time you've been in anywhere for $1? But due to a labor strike, Walt Disney had to choose between working toilets or water fountains. Now, he picked toilets, of course, joking that people could buy soda instead. And that makes sense. I would rather have working toilets in my park than, having the water fountains work. But the water fountains would have come in handy because temperatures soared to over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. It was so hot that it caused the fresh asphalt to melt. That's not good. Which caused women's high heels to get stuck in the pavement. That would not be good. You go into the park and you get stuck in fresh asphalt because it's so hot. That definitely wouldn't be good. But anyway, Disneyland was expecting 15,000 guests, but saw over 28,000 due to counterfeit tickets and gate crashers. That was probably a really crowded. The fact that it's 100 degrees outside, plus you have 28,000 people there. Oh my God. I've never been to Disneyland. I've been to Disney World. So to even think about that many people in that little spot, ugh. Anyways, opening day rides included Jungle Cruise, Autopia, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, which I love Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, Peter Pan's Flight, and the Disneyland Railroad, which I like the railroad as well. We've ridden on that at Disney World. But finally, today Disneyland welcomes over 18 million guests annually, and July 17th is celebrated as Disneyland's birthday by fans around the world. Now, despite being called Black Sunday behind the scenes, Disneyland's opening marked the beginning of a global theme park empire and changed entertainment history forever. Now, the last Did You Know I have for today is about World Emoji Day, which we observe each year on July 17th. Now, the date famously displays on the calendar emoji used on Apple devices. Now, the day was created in 2014 by Emojipedia founder Jeremy Burge to honor the impact of emojis on modern communication. Now, here are some emoji facts that might just surprise you. Over 3,800 emojis exist in the Unicode standard as of 2025, and more are added regularly to reflect global culture and innovation. Now, emojis are used in over 90% of online conversations, from social media and text messages to marketing and even news headlines. Emojis are considered a universal language and enhancing tone, emotion, and meaning in digital messages. According to some global surveys, the face with tears of joy remains the most used emoji worldwide. The heart is the most used emoji on Instagram. The flames and the 100% are popular among Gen Z to express enthusiasm and approval. And brands and scientists even study emoji effectiveness in marketing, education, and emotional expression. So go ahead and celebrate by sending a few of your favorite emojis out today. And that's Did You Know for Thursday, July 17th, 2025. Like and comment on this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and connect with me on social media. But until next time, this is B-Dub, signing off from the Dub Zone.